Hey guys, welcome to Wrestling Daze and welcome to this massive breaking news developing situation. Dave Meltzer earlier today reporting that Sasha Banks is done with WWE. This is big. This is big because recently we've been expecting Sasha to return. We do a lot of watch-alongs on the channel, and people are always talking, when we get to the bigger shows, about where might Sasha return at Clash at the Castle. We wondered if she was going to come back with Naomi and get involved in that women's six-person tag match. We wondered if she might be a future opponent for Ronda. We wondered if she was going to come back somewhere during Survivor Series. This conversation has been around since she walked out with Naomi back in May. And they were the then tag team champions at the time. They weren't happy about how they were being booked. They were probably even more unhappy with how they got spoken to backstage. And they ended up walking out, and we have not seen either of them on our screens since. And we've been waiting to see when they might return. There's been plenty of reports saying that they're due to return. So this report from Dave Meltzer, this feels big. Him now saying that she is done with WWE. It is worth mentioning that he did say that can change because at the moment it's all to do with a new contract. They're trying to negotiate a new contract. Sasha's contract is up in January and they're trying to negotiate a new one. And apparently they're quite far apart on money. It's all coming down to money, like most things. And they can't agree on a new deal. WWE don't want to pay that. New Japan Pro Wrestling are willing to give her some money. I don't know how much. I don't think it's as much as she's asking for from WWE. But I don't think they're looking to use her as much as WWE would. They're looking to bring her in for a few dates. Now, the image that we've got on screen right now, that's an image of Kairi Sane. You might remember her from her time in WWE. Well, around about 20 days ago, she became the new women's champion over in New Japan. Now, that is big because they've not had a women's champion before. This is a new belt for a new division that has been created in New Japan. And so they're looking at different ways to try and build up that division. Could you think of a better way than by bringing in Sasha Banks? Sasha Banks is expected to be at their massive show in January, Wrestle Kingdom. She's not expected to wrestle, but she is expected to make an appearance. It's probably how she's going to make her debut, I would imagine. She will come out. She'll probably challenge the then champion, and then they'll set a matchup for further down the road. So she is going to wrestle for New Japan. She's going to wrestle a couple of dates next year, but she's not expected to wrestle at Wrestle Kingdom, but she is expected to make an appearance. The other thing she could go off to do as well is acting. I mean, she obviously was in The Mandalorian. I've got to think there's other parts being offered to her. All the reviews and everything for her in The Mandalorian were fantastic, very overwhelmingly positive. So I've got to think that that's maybe something she could explore. There's rumors as well that she's been recording an album and actually looking at something to do with music. And then, of course, these rumors just won't go away about her potentially going to AEW. It could be that she does some dates with New Japan and then she agrees to do a few dates with AEW just to kind of boost the money a bit, boost her income a little bit. That would be massive for AEW. It's going to be massive for New Japan. That New Japan deal is seemingly done. And obviously AEW do Forbidden Door as well. That's when they tend to do a show with New Japan. If Sasha is signed to New Japan, we might end up seeing her on an AEW show that way. So this is very fluid. There's lots of moving parts. The only thing that we really know is that right now she's not going back to WWE, and right now she's seemingly signed to make a few appearances with New Japan. Those are the facts that we seem to have at the moment. But the future is very bright for Sasha Banks. So many options on the table for her. And of course, WWE, that deal could still come through. She's holding out for a certain amount of money. WWE could get nervous as we get closer to January, not wanting her to go to AEW, not wanting her to leave the company, and they might buckle and they might agree to that deal in the end. So as we said, she's in a very strong position in regards to this, but what will 2023 hold for Sasha Banks? We've got a few ideas, but we don't know the full picture just yet. Let me know your thoughts down in the comments below. I'll see you again next time. Bye for now.